Welcome back to the IS Companion. In today's lecture, we will discuss on classical conditioning in psychology. Classical conditioning is a fundamental learning process first described by Ivan Pavlov, a Russian physiologist. It involves creating associations between a neutral stimulus and an unconditioned stimulus to produce a conditioned response. This lecture will explore the basic principles, laws, and theories of classical conditioning, enriched with examples to illustrate the concepts. Definition and basic concepts. Classical conditioning is a learning procedure where new responses are acquired as a result of pairing a conditioned stimulus, CAs, with an unconditioned stimulus, US. Example: consider Pavlov's experiment with dogs. Unconditioned stimulus, U is a stimulus that naturally and automatically triggers a response. Example: food. Unconditioned response, U are the natural response to the US. Example: salivation when food is presented. Conditioned stimulus, CA is a previously neutral stimulus that, after being paired with the US, triggers a conditioned response. Example: the sound of a bell. Conditioned response, CR the learned response to the CAs. Example: salivation when hearing the bell. Basic principles of classical conditioning. 1. Acquisition, the initial stage of learning when a response is first established. During this phase, the CAs and US are repeatedly paired, and the strength of the CR increases. Example: repeatedly ringing a bell, CAs, before presenting food, US, until the bell alone elicits salivation, CR. 2. Extinction, the process where the CR diminishes and eventually disappears when the CAs is repeatedly presented without the US. Example: if the bell, CAs, is rung repeatedly without presenting food, US, the dog will gradually stop salivating, CR. 3. Generalization, the tendency to respond in the same way to stimuli that are similar to the CAs. Example: a dog conditioned to salivate to a bell might also salivate to sounds similar to the bell. 4. Discrimination, the learned ability to distinguish between the CAs and other similar stimuli that do not signal a US. Example: the dog learns to salivate only to the specific bell sound used during conditioning, not to other similar sounds. Laws of classical conditioning. 1. Law of contiguity. The closer together in time and space to events occur, the stronger the association. Example: the bell and food must be presented closely together in time for effective conditioning. 2. Law of practice. The more frequently two stimuli are paired, the stronger the association between them. Example: repeated pairings of the bell and food strengthen the dog's salivation response to the bell. Types of conditioning. 1. Delayed conditioning. The CAs is presented and continues until the US is presented. Example: the bell rings and continues to ring until the food is presented. 2. Trace conditioning. The CAs is presented and terminated before the US is presented. Example: the bell rings, stops, and then the food is presented after a short interval. 3. Simultaneous conditioning. The CAs and US are presented at the same time. Example: the bell rings at the same time as the food is presented. 4. Backward conditioning. The US is presented before the CAs. Example: the food is presented first, followed by the ringing of the bell. Factors influencing acquisition. 1. Practice. More practice trials lead to stronger conditioning. 2. Temporal arrangement. The timing between the CAs and US affects the strength of the conditioning. 3. Intensity. More intense stimuli result in stronger conditioning. 4. Familiarity. Novel stimuli are more likely to become conditioned than familiar ones. Theories of classical conditioning. 1. Stimulus substitution theory. Pavlov's original theory that the CAs becomes a substitute for the US. Example: the bell, CAs, becomes a substitute for the food, US, eliciting salivation, CR. To information theory, expectation theory, modern theory suggesting that the CAs provides information about the US and sets up an expectation. Example, the dog learns to expect food, US, following the bell, CAs, leading to salivation, CR. Conclusion, classical conditioning is a foundational concept in psychology that explains how organisms learn through associations. Understanding the principles, laws, and theories of classical conditioning helps us comprehend a wide range of behaviors and provides insights into how learning and behavior modification occur. Through examples and theoretical frameworks, this lecture has provided a comprehensive overview of classical conditioning. Thank you. Follow us on YouTube, www.youtube.com/iscompanion.